and succulent growers. Welcome to the Cactus and Succulent Polytunnel update. And this is going to be the video where I tell you what is going on with my cacti and succulents. I like to do an update every month. And a couple of weeks ago I did a complete tour where I wasn't talking on the video, it's just a complete tour of my cactus and succulent collection. So if you want to see an entire tour of my cacti and succulent collection and you haven't seen that video, do go ahead and watch it. I'll link that video up above and go and watch it after you've watched this. This is just an update on what is actually happening with the cacti and succulents. And it's January, and obviously at this time of year, cacti, or the majority of cacti and succulents, are having their winter rest, so they're snoring away. But I'm actually really happy to say that there is already signs of spring just being around the corner with my cacti. And what is quite amazing is that obviously I've had a lot of these cactus plants for many, many years. And my previous polytunnel, before I got this new one, this new clear colour one, I had the green cover and I would start to see signs of buds on my desert cacti, which are all these here, usually from the March time. But I don't know whether it's because of the extra light in this polytunnel or what. I'm already seeing signs of buds on my cacti. So first of all, I'm going to show you what cacti I've got coming into bud. It's going to be probably a good while before they form flowers. Probably won't be till the spring, probably from the April time, but the signs are there. And first of all, this is my Gymnocalcium saglionis cactus. And look, there is a bird starting to form there. You can just see. So I'm very, very, very excited to see a bud forming already. And I've gone through a lot of my other cacti here. Mammillarias are normally the first for me to show signs of buds. Again, it's very early still because it's still sort of the early part of January. So I wouldn't expect to see any of these coming into bud for at least another month or two anyway. But mega excited to see this gymno. And I've got another gymno as well that is also coming into not just one bud, 3 buds. So here we go over here. This is another one of my Gymnocalciums. I don't have the ID of this one, but I've got a few IDs of the ID by its spines, but you can only really completely ID when it blooms. But happy to say, look at this, guys, there is a bud, and there is another bud there. And there is another bud just starting to form there as well. You can see these lovely sort of pink rosy little buds forming. So there is 3 buds already on this gymno. First time blooming for me. So it's going to be wonderful to see what this gymno is when it actually blooms. Again, because it is so early in the year and the plants, although these gymnos are producing buds, they are still really during their rest period. So they'll probably sit like that, or if they do develop the buds very slowly, and I'll probably see the blooms once the spring arrives. But really happy to see just buds so early. I've never had that before. So this is probably a good result of the polytunnel already. Before I show you the other buds that I've noticed on one of my other cacti, I just want to mention that how amazing the cacti are doing in this new polytunnel. It's a clear colour one. It's a clear one, so it lets plenty of light through. And what I've been very, very happy about notice, especially as it is winter and I haven't watered them, fed them or nothing since September, is that the cacti that I had, some of them were healthy but a little bit on the yellow side, and even though their roots were fine, they didn't have any bugs or anything like that, I'm noticing they're going greener. And for example here, this is one of my Gymnocalcium horsties, and it's sort of going, you can see the green coming back into it as well there. And this one here is one of my, what type of Echinopsis subdenudata? This is my other one. This is the colour they usually are, a nice green colour, and this one has always been a bit of a yellowy colour. That is going greener, and I can clearly see the difference on how much greener it is from when I first put it into this new polytunnel. Very happy. This here is my Copiopoa montana, and this has gone very green. This had a yellowy colour to it, and it hasn't flowered either since I put it into, well, since I moved up to Belfast from Waterford, from the south of Ireland. I used to have it in a greenhouse and it flowered for me every year. Gorgeous yellow flower with gorgeous little filaments in like little stars. And when I took it here to Belfast, we had our green polytunnel. The green polytunnel got plenty of sun. Sun used to come right through and everything like that. But it probably wasn't enough bright light, especially here in the north of Ireland, because we get less sun than I did in the south. And I've started to notice that it's gone a lot greener in the few weeks it's just been in this clear polytunnel, and it's winter as well. So it is greening up absolutely wonderful. So fingers crossed, might get flowers on it again this year. And also this is a Gymnoclisium horsety, also that is really greening up. Some that were sort of rescues. This one went a bit yellow and I had to rescue it, and this is greening up a treat as well. So even though the plants are resting, they still seem to be producing a lot more chlorophyll with this much brighter light here in our new polytunnel. So very, very happy about that. So very good results so far. Here are some of my aloes and gasterias, haworthias, and some of these sometimes produce flowers at this time of year. Nothing so far, but I think what's the problem I had with these, although they're winter bloomers, obviously I had to take them all in when we got our new polytunnel, and they're indoors for a couple of weeks at the time when they were sort of in the process of developing buds. But they're all healthy and doing well over there. And then here, this is another thing I'm excited about here. This is another one of my cacti, and this is a Camolobivia. It has gorgeous red blooms in the spring and summer, and that is also producing buds. You can see there the little white tufts of buds already, and this one doesn't normally form buds again till the late February, early March, so that is coming into bud, which is very exciting. And although I don't expect to see blooms anytime soon because of the winter, it's just good that they're making a bit of a head start much earlier than usual because of the extra light in this polytunnel. Now I'm going to show you some of my succulents that are blooming. This one here, first of all, this is Crassula Marneriana. Lovely little white, tiny little blooms as well. And this one is another Crassula I have. I don't have the exact ID of this one, but that's got a gorgeous little posy of little pink little blooms there. Very gorgeous. And then here I have a Crassula that is coming into bloom for the first time. Little buds just starting on there. Don't have the ID of this one. A little bit look-alikey to the Jade, but it's not that one. It's a different type. But happy to see that there is buds forming anyway on that, and should be able to ID it once it blooms. Again, going to be a first-time bloomer for me. So very, very pleased to see that. And then over here I have my Kalanchoe Degremontiana, and this is coming into bud. Sort of been sitting in bud for the past couple of weeks, but I do expect to see the buds will open soon, hopefully, and the beautiful bell-like flowers on these. I just love the way they form all these little plantlets all along the leaves. And so that is what is coming into bud, and very excited what's in bud, and some of the succulents in bloom as well. And I say it's a little bit still early in the year to really see any signs of anything else happening with the cacti, but very happy to see that there are buds coming already, and very happy that the plants seem to be loving it in this new polytunnel. As I mentioned in a few times in previous videos, that we have a heater here, and that kicks on at 5 Celsius. It's a BioGreen Phoenix, and it is very, very, very good. It is quite expensive to buy, but it's the best investment we've ever got because it has a thermostat. So it only kicks on when the temperature drops below 5C, which is usually possibly some evenings when it gets very cold. It was -2 last night, for example, but this kept the polytunnel kept at 5C. An absolutely brilliant heater. If you want to know a bit more about that, I'll put a link down below to the information on this heater. Highly recommend it. And the link I'm putting down is actually a link to this heater on my Amazon affiliates. So if you're interested in buying this heater, then do go, if you go through my link, I get a wee bit of percentage, and that does help support me on my channel. So do think about that. And if you just want to find out more information about it as well, that'll be linked in the video description below. So happy days, guys. And do you have any, how are your cacti doing overwintering at this time of year? Do you have any signs of any buds yet? Do let me know in the comments down below. So guys, enjoy the rest of the January. I hate January because it's a boring month, but it's exciting as well because you know that we have got the growing season ahead of us to look forward to. So thank you so much for watching. Do go and check out all of the other videos I have on my YouTube channel. I've got plenty of care videos on there and different types of cacti, so do check them out. Check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to wish you all a fantastic cactus and succulent plant powered day. Woo, roll on spring.